Hi, my name is James White and I'm the UK's leading prospect conversion expert. And I've shared some videos with you in the last couple of weeks about how my 12-stage model and how sales success is really similar to dating can help you get the results you want. And in this week's video, I'm going to talk around the importance of searching for that perfect partner, or in the sales world, prospecting, on what you can do and how you can get success in that area. Let's take a look at the video and make sure that you can take the actions you need to prospect effectively and find that perfect prospect or partner. So, what are the key things when it comes to actually engaging and prospecting effectively for successful sales campaigns? So one of the big things that I tell a lot of people when I work with them in my workshops is one of the major mistakes when I set up my first business, one of the major mistakes that I made that probably took me 10 years or so to realise, but I wish I could go back in time and change, was the ability to be something to someone and not to be everything to everyone. And I focus and talk to all of the clients I work with now about really focusing in on who your special prospect is. And when you think about it from a business perspective, it's difficult. Most people say, I want to target small businesses. I want to target everyone in my location. I want to target all the people that I can. Because they don't want to not work with someone in that space. But the challenge around that is when you're everything to everyone and not something to someone, it makes the sales conversations and the prospecting much harder. And think about it in relation to when you're dating. If you literally went online and said, I'm looking for a boyfriend and I'm looking for any boyfriend of any age, of any type, of any style and any characteristic, you'd be like, well, what is all these people to go for? How do you start? You start at one, it would take you a long time to do it. Whereas as humans, we know what we like. We actually say, hey, I'm really interested in people that like sports or like theatre or like reading, or people that like going out and socialising. Whatever it is that you want as a person, you know what you like and you know what's right for you. And it's the same when it comes for business. We've got to be able to identify the perfect partner for us to prospect with. And it's ideal if we can make sure that if what we do as a product or service is something to someone, it's much, much more effective to be that than to be everything to everyone. So if in your business, for example, in my business, I know I work really, really well with service businesses, people that sell their time and services, whose general revenue is around 250 through to £600,000 a year. That's my sweet spot. It's where I work. It's where I love my work because I can make a material impact and difference to them. Doesn't mean to say I don't work with other vendors and other people, I do, but that's who I'm specialist at working with. And if you've got a specialist focus in your business, it's going to make a much bigger difference to start off with. Which leads us on to the next point of define your target customer. As we would in dating, when we're dating, we would say I'm looking for someone between the age of 25 and 30 who lives within a 40-mile radius of where I live, who likes eating out, socialising and going to the gym. That's defined our target customer when we're dating, so we've got to do the same when it comes to sales. What is the target customer that we want to prospect, we want to work with? Who are they? What's their age? What's their profile? What's the key elements about them? And when we're that specific and targeted, to even write in it and stop the video now, once you've watched this bit, stop the video and write down who your target persona is. They're a man, they're a lady, they're age of this type, they have these characteristics, they have this as a family, this is what they do, this is how they work. Try and write as many things down as you can around who your target customer is. It's going to make it so much easier for you to engage with those customers or those prospects when we start doing outbound campaigns. And I'll talk through as to why it makes it so important for us to have this targeted group towards the end of the session. But the key thing is this: if we make it general, it's going to be harder to sell and harder to engage. And if you think about it again, as I said, if you literally went and wanted to meet someone and just literally said, I don't mind who I meet, it's going to be difficult. Focusing on a target group and be something to someone, it's going to make a big difference in you getting the results you want. The third element that I talk to people around about prospecting is this. When we want to find our perfect partner, so we've identified that we want to meet, for example, someone that's 25 to 30 in a certain area. Of course, online is now giving us the opportunities to have applications and we can do those things. But invariably, we've got to go out and meet people before we're going to engage and try and build a relationship with someone. Invariably, you can, and there are some that do have online relationships and that works for them. But in most cases, most people want to be able to make the time to go out, to socialise, to meet people. And it's the same when it comes to prospecting. If we know who our special people are that we work with, and we know why we're good for them and why we're unique for them, because bear in mind, remember back to video 1, we've talked about the problem or the want or the desire that we solve for them. if we actually can then make some time to go out networking, going where these people go, maybe even picking up the phone to a targeted group of people and saying, hey, I'm working with other people similar to you and I'd love to have the chance to talk to you. There are things that we can do from a prospecting perspective. We've got the ability to use social media, Facebook, Google, LinkedIn. These type of tools are perfect if you want to engage with an audience on a specific way. And if you are targeted and if you know specifically who your audience is, it makes that prospecting really easy. So again, when we think about searching for that partner, yes, there will be people that come to us if we create the right materials and share our story, but invariably we've got to reach out to them. We've got to be proactive, whether it's networking, campaigns, paid for campaigns. We've got to go out and prospect, even picking up the phone. Don't be afraid to do that. The business isn't going to come to you unless you take some action. And the fourth point here is use the right tools. So when we're engaging with a prospect, or when we're engaging on a date, what's the chances are? We're going to probably use our best shirt and our best dress and our best perfume or aftershave or whatever it is we use, the gel on our hair, whatever, to make us look in the best way to our prospects. And we prepare. We make sure that we don't just literally get out of bed and go straight on that date. We try and prepare for ourselves and make sure we look at our best. And guess what? The same applies when it comes to sales. What are the tools that you can do to prepare yourself to have those conversations? And in my sales workshops, I talk about scripting frameworks, about how you can make sure if you're prepared and have planned and have really repetitively gone through what you're going to say and how you're going to look, it's going to make a big difference when you engage with your prospects. If you've got the right tools, maybe you've got some great content, maybe the videos or materials that you share, they're examples of tools that you can use to engage with your prospect. So when they say, tell me a bit more about you or who else has worked with you, you can, instead of having to talk to them, you can show them the resources that you have there. So putting in place the right tools are key. When we meet people to search for that perfect partner, we use the different elements that we have as a person, and business is no different. For us to get those results, we've got to be able to be something to someone, we've got to be able to define that target customer, we've then got to be able to make time to get out there and meet them, and we've then got to be able to use the right tools and the right methods to engage with them. And if we do that, on a regular, consistent basis, it's going to help us find the right prospects for our business, and we can then start to approach them and engage with them with the hope of working with them. So I hope this video has been useful in giving you an indication of what you've got to do to get those results. I can assure you, take these elements on board. They will make a difference in your business. And if you want some help and advice and be able to do that, reach out to me, come on one of my workshops, attend one of the sessions where I present, and let's talk about how we can get you and your business to the place where you want it to be and getting those results that are going to turn your business from where it is now to the super status that you want it to have. My name's James White. I'm the UK's leading prospect conversion expert. Thanks for watching the video. And if you love the video, please share it and like it with colleagues and friends. I'd love to be able to help them get better results as well.